Alright, this is Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska. In case you didn't know, it's the biggest city in Alaska. It's Alaska or Anchorage or Fairbanks. And between the two, you could divide it in half. And all of the little towns added to Fairbanks would pretty much be all the people. So you add all the little towns to Fairbanks, maybe a little bit to Anchorage again, but basically that's half and half. Half the people live in Anchorage and half the people live in Fairbanks. So what? Forgot what I was going to say. This is downtown, next to the port. I was born and raised here. All my life, everything's cost more money here. But the funny thing is about things costing more money is you get paid more money. So you get paid more money, things cost more money. It's just like, why do we have to pay more money for it? Well, because when you relate it to the rest of the world where they don't have to pay as much money, then it becomes more money. But really, it's just, it takes this much labor. So maybe that's what helped me to see that it's not money, it's what the money equals that you're spending. You're not spending the money. Maybe that's where some people have problems understanding this stuff. Is you're not spending money. You're spending how you get that money. Time and effort is how I get my money. Spending time and effort. Giving away my time and effort. They both kind of go hand in hand. It takes time to produce effort. It takes more time to get the same thing. But if I already had the same thing, it wouldn't take any more time. So some things shouldn't cost more. Only things that have to be brought here. And if something doesn't need to be brought here, then how could you even afford to sell it to me? How does the thing that's not worth it, how does it get paid for? Who's paying for the thing that's not worth it to be here? And then why do they expect us to pay more for the thing that's not worth it to be here? Strange. It kind of destroys what the thing is and what the other things are. It just creates it as a way to spend time. A frivolous thing, a thing that's broken before you buy it, to get you to spend your time on it. By the time that you've spent your time on it, your time is gone. You don't get your time back. You can't have any time back. Even if they give you a refund. It took you time to get your refund. basically, they just wanted to hold your time for a short amount of time, the amount of time that it's good for. And once it's not good anymore, then they give you back the time that you spent waiting. They don't spend time. They don't earn money the same way. So the amount of time that they spend earns them far more time. I'm sure we could probably look at it closer and closer and keep figuring out how it keeps failing us. It keeps failing us. We're waiting for this trade to be good. And then there's people that are like, yeah, this place where you live, yeah, everywhere that you live, no matter where you go, the fact that I let you live, we have to pay taxes for that. Taxes to be alive taxes. That's what it is. They're taxing me to be alive on their flat earth, on their planet, on their prison, on their school. I'm enrolled. I'm around a lot of people. I don't think they knowingly do it, but we're all like, and I'm probably doing it too. So I'm gonna say we all are abusing each other. Day after day, just abusing each other. The people, come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. We think we're just interacting with them. Let's say you're doing your thing. Let's say, for whatever reason, you want to do it. So let's say you're me, and you're walking along, walking your dogs. What do you think when you see another person, like the guy driving by in his car? We don't necessarily make eye contact because I can't see his eyes, but maybe he can see my eyes. So maybe he looks at my eyes, maybe he looks at my dogs. I don't know what he's looking at. But what do you think anything? Like when I see him, I'm like, you know how like if it was somebody that you knew, you'd be like, oh, I saw you. Maybe you'd wave. Somebody that you don't know that's thinking about something else and they got a frown on their face. And so I see them and it looks like they're frowning at me. And so I'm like, fuck you, frowny face. I still get a lot of things about the cussing. I just said the cuss word. Does that, does that really bother people? It's oppressive. It's oppressive to say to people that you don't think I need to do it this way. Well, this is the way that I do it. Just because you think something is a better way, that's you trying to put your will on me. And let's just say that you have the same idea as everybody else around us. Let's just say that. Does it make it any less oppressive for everyone to be telling me that I can't be the way that I want to be? The last person that said it to me, I really don't feel offended, like that was their intentions. Other people that have said it in the past, I feel like they're trying to shame me. And maybe they feel better. Like, oh, this is a rule that I can follow, and I'll make sure everybody else follows it too, because I'm so good at following this rule. What? And not expressing yourself? I talk about what they're doing with the lies. They're lying about what's making you feel not well. And it's mean and hurtful. It's sad. Nobody wants to hear it because it's so evil. You're talking about death. People are dying. You want people to die? No, I don't want people to die. I'm saying that people will die if they don't think about why they're dying. Maybe that's just the way that they are. Maybe they don't like what I say, so they try and attack me with grammar. I kind of feel like that's strange. Why are the buds coming out? This is December. Why are the buds coming out on that tree? That's weird. Oh, well, of course, that's the time the trees make their leaves, is in the middle of December. Really? Yeah. That one's just getting a head start. Typically, they don't go until January. January. Is that a warm time? January? The time when the buds on the trees come out and the leaves all get formed. Come on. My dog wants to attack somebody, but I don't want her to. Come on, you never know. They might be better than you. You could want it so bad. You get your ass handed. Jeez. I walked a lot later today. My life just feels like it's up in the air. Everything is always changing. I went from like so much free time to no free time. The free time that I get is basically stolen. stolen free time because I've given it all away. And you give yourself away. And you give. And you give. Give yourself away. I thought this guy was so crazy. Let's just say I was a teenager. I think I was in my 20s, but just barely. So let's say I was a teenager. We used to ride our bikes, and we would... Oh God, are you okay? Are you okay, dude? That was ridiculous. Are you okay? Go, Roo. Hey, bud. Is that scary? You fell in a hole. He said, yeah. Let me just forget about it, Dad. We used to ride our bikes a lot. When I lived in Washington, I got a ticket. And it was the first ticket I ever got in my life. And it was so fucking bullshit. I didn't want to pay it. And it was in a faraway land that I never planned on going back to. Come on! So I thought, nah, I'm not going to pay it. And I got other tickets later on after that. And long story short, I eventually learned that I am not allowed to drive a car, even though I owned a car the whole time I lived there. I owned several cars. So we did it for fun, but it also helped us to get around. But we were living in Washington, and it was a large area. Sometimes we would go, come here. We would go to places on our bikes that we didn't want to have to go back from. And they had the buses there, and this is a long time ago, but they had the bike racks on the buses. And actually, when we started doing it, we would just take the bikes on the buses, because there'd be people bringing all sorts of shit on the bus. So you don't even fucking ask, you just bring it. And eventually they would, maybe it would get full and people would be like, oh, you can't be on the bus with that bike. And so you'd have to get off, but most of the time it wasn't that bad. Like after school, all the kids riding the bus, 30 kids could ride the bus all at once, but they couldn't all have their bikes with them. That won't work. Even with the bike rack, it doesn't work. So it's kind of like taking your ride into your own hands. You could get a ride, or you could have to walk. So we're on the bus coming back from someplace, and there's this homeless person on the bus talking about, you're trying to steal my energy. And it was just the funniest thing. They were actually, anything that people would say, like they would legitimately come back at them and be like, you're saying that because of this, because of that, because of this, and that's doing this to steal my energy. And they break it down every time anybody would say anything. They'd break it down like, yeah, they are doing it to steal your energy. It does steal your energy. I don't know how that works, how that figures anything out. But it does feel like it figures something out. What if we were the energy? What if we were the electricity? We were the commodity that something else spent. Something else tried to gather and get it to work for it. Like in the way that we have electricity lighting up a light bulb. What if we were lighting up a light bulb somewhere? Because of the paths that we make and create, and we follow these paths. And to be effective, we have to follow these paths. And everything always happens because it's a way that things happen. It's a process. It's a cycle. It is what it is. There's no world. There's no earth. This is a wire, and we're traveling down the wire. There's no time. It's like an instant. This lifetime is a fraction of something else's lifetime. Something else's even intent or focus. This could be such a small piece of something's focus that it's nothing. It's like smaller than the head of a pin to something else. What's the moon? It's nothing. It's nothing. It's so small, it's nothing. Just like the smallest thing to you means nothing. It means nothing to you. Imagine what that means to something that you're that piece. You're the smallest thing that means nothing now to something else. And that's the smallest thing that means nothing to something else. Oh, well, can you go the other way? I'm the biggest thing. No, you can't. Everything knows about me. No, you can't. You can't go that way, can you? I'm the biggest thing. It doesn't know what it is. We're probably just the smallest thing. We're nothing. Thinking, wishing, seeing that we are something to something else. But that something else is nothing to us. So what the fuck are we? Something to... We're something to nothing? Something to nothing. It sounds like a good success story. Oh wait, no, that's backwards. Does it make you sad? Sorry. Guess I'm sad too. What's sad? What does that even matter? Who the fuck cares? I feel like I'm about to just pop. Like I'm about to just disappear. You figured it out. Well, just shut it all down. What about all the lives? There are no other lives. It's just me. It's just me. There's no you. I'm just here fucking figuring this out, and I'm about to fucking disappear into something. Because where am I gonna go? I'm nothing. But now I'm something, and now I'm gonna turn back into nothing. Who the fuck is hearing this? I'm saying this into a camera, into a recording device, for myself to listen to as somebody else. What's the point in that? Why the fuck would I even do that? Is this what a thought feels like inside somebody's head? What if you just found out this is all just a thought? And once again, we're back to fucking time. Oh. I think the cuss word fits. I don't like time. It's an expression of Oh, fucking time. Time fucks us. I fucking hate time. Whatever. Now you want to fall in the hole? Be careful. Let's see which way Guru goes. Hey, you jump in the hole? No? You're going to try to walk across the bridge, huh? Ah, good boy. I understand. It looks like it hurts. I wouldn't want to walk across it in my bare feet either. I'm so destructive. You think anybody will have anything to say? That's pretty fucking good that thing floated all the way to right here. I'd say that's a good floater. We're just now starting to see ice though in December. It's not cold. No fucking snow for Alaska. The long hard winter, it's not even hard. People tell me that I'm gonna die. Well, how do you feel about that? They said, you're gonna die too, Max. Everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gonna die. Everybody gets old and fucked up and is gonna die. People actually get mad at me because I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna get fucked up. People get mad. Well, I've got cancer. Well, that's too bad. I don't know why you would want cancer. Maybe so you could say that you have cancer. Maybe because everybody has told you that you need to care about people with cancer. And you don't feel like anybody cares about you. So you got some cancer. So people would care about you because you've been taught all your life that we care about people with cancer. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know. Is that why? Maybe people just get cancer so I can be sad when they die. Maybe that's it. Because I'm not gonna die. Somebody's gonna get mad about me not dying and come kill me. Do you think? Could you imagine? Have you ever seen a movie or a TV show where they're back in time? Like the future is already written. The future is already written and this guy is supposed to do something later on in time. And so, theoretically, he can't die because then the future would be wrong. And he's gonna have to live. So once they figure it out in the reality, the make-up reality that we're watching, once they figure it out, they're like, I can't die, and they're like putting guns up to their heads and pulling the trigger, and it's like a misfire and things like that, and it just won't work. And they test it to point it at somebody else, and bam, they're dead. It works instantly that time. It's like, oh yeah, you really can't die. Isn't that funny? No, it's not funny. No. There's a TV show, I'd talk about it from time to time. It's called Red Dwarf. And Red Dwarf has, I mean, ones that you don't even know that it has. But it has all of the sci-fi shit in it. Come on, Guru, what are you eating? Come on. All these fucking big strong railroad guys can't fucking finish their lunches. So they throw their lunches over the fence. The dog's eating chicken and cordon bleu and caviar. Build a model airplane. And next thing you know, Junior's huffing glue. I really feel like that's the most profound information that you could ever hear in your life. Come on. And he's gone now. Come on. Come on. It's Guru's day to eat all the sandwiches. Oh, you gonna take a shit? Good for you. Good for you, baby. Big old shit. Can I say shit? Does that piss people off too? Shit. I can't say shit. Man, we ain't found shit. Ding. Ah, shit. Come on. What the fuck? What does that mean? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's like extreme. This fuck is like an exclamation point, isn't it? Or you say, what the heck? What the heck? Now you're saying, what the hell? Well, what would you say in disbelief? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is being attacked. There you go. I guess that's the way you say it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. OMG. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What the oh my goodness? I don't know. Maybe because when I say these words I'm upset. Maybe the people that take offense to the words are the people that I'm upset with. And if that's the case, well then all these people are doing is validating that my intentions are being met. It's not the wrong thing at all to say. It's creating the effect that I wanted. So I don't know. What are we gonna have a decision at the end of this video about if I can cuss or not? Well, obviously I can, but if it's gonna offend people, what are they offended by? I mean, does it make them think of sex? And like, if you think about sex, is sex love, or is sex like rape, hate, taking, stealing, whatever? When somebody makes you think, I guess you would have to be in the context. Like if I say, what the fuck? like I'm mad, then I guess it's like a rape. Does that make you think of rape? A bad fuck? Nobody wants a bad fuck. Everybody wants a good fuck. I don't know. That could possibly be along the lines of, come on! Another way we're misled or allowed to mislead each other. To misuse the actual fucking, not fuck the word, but sexual intercourse. Maybe sexual intercourse is no feeling. Fuck is the wrong feeling. I guess you have to make love. And so, if all those things are different, then I don't know. What is it that people are, they must be just upset that I'm upset, because it's just a descriptive word. It has feeling. It's like, what pronouns do you use? Oh, I use them, they, and him, and he, she, and he, she is an actual pronoun. It's a he, she. It's not two pronouns. It's just one, a he, she. She, he. And there's two. There's a she, he, and a he, she. And it depends on which way you started out and which way you went to. If you started out as a boy and you went to a girl, you're a he, she. And if you started out as a girl, then you ended up as a boy, then you're a she, he. Dummy. Look at the Nazca lines. How did they do it? How did they do the perfect line? It's like they had a machine that drew a line. Hey, go. How'd they make the lines on the ground? I don't know. He says, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I feel like Michael Jackson all of a sudden. Michael Jackson, look what you've done. I never work a day in my life. I just lay back and let the big beat lead me. I never work a day in my life. I never work a day in my life. I'm just gonna go sleep right here. Can you see the moon? Oh, the dog died too. Oh, it just farted. He's not dead. He's alive. What the heck? You're laying down too? Who's protecting us? Can you see it moving? Can you see the sky moving? I see a face. It's yelling. It's turning into a demon face. Oh, yuck. You look like an octopus, but with half as many legs. Ow. 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 What, you gonna ride him? Come on, we're done. Come on. Come on, will you? Come on, come on. Jeez, look at this thing. What are you doing? You walking me now? All right, let's go. Where are we going? Nowhere. I can't decide. All those little things on top of the snow, you don't care about those? You just eat them? Weird. It's like all that, it'd be like, I guess it's like a seasoning. Snow with speckles. Come on. Imagine if you like colorized all the smells. What it would look like. What does a dog see? All the smells coming up. The smells of the rocks. The stream probably smells like something. And all the trees around the stream are probably a similar color to the stream. Because they use the stream inside them. There's people. There's people like, there's this guy, Chris Langan. He's supposed to be like one of the smartest people alive right now. Maybe he's not alive anymore, I don't know. Well, for one thing, that dude is a transgender. He was born a woman. He's got a mustache and he's losing his hair. But he's got no fucking neck and his eyes are all up in the front of his face. His face is so small compared to his head. His head looks small compared to his body. But still, it wouldn't quite fit 3 times across his shoulders. They slope down. He looks like he's built like Grimace, with no shoulders at all. Just 2 lumps on the side of his body. You just look at him and you know that he's a fucking transgender. But what is a transgender? I guess we have to go into, did this guy change himself? Or did his parents change him? If your parents changed you, then you should be mad. No matter what you are, if you're a transgender, if you're not a transgender, or anything like that, it shouldn't fucking matter to you if you had no fucking say in it. It's like being a guy that when you were a baby, they cut off your arms and legs, and you're mad at yourself for being... You don't have anything to do with the fact that you don't have any arms and legs. Come on, let's go. Come on. Anyways, if that's the case, then, you know, he's not smart enough to figure out that he was born something else. How the fuck could you be? Come on, bud, you can do it. You can do it. Go for it. All right, you did it. How could you be the smartest man alive and not know that you were born a woman? I mean, how... I guess that's just something that doesn't transfer over in smartness. Common sense. If you're the smartest man alive, do you think you just instantly know that there's differences in people that you can see? Or do you think you have to learn it? You have to learn that, oh, men and women look differently, but I can't tell just by looking at them. Yeah. You have to categorize all this stuff. I don't know. I'm getting off point, I guess. Plus I'm here. I don't want to talk on this thing anymore. Oh well, you get what you get. Maybe it's what you made it.